It's me again, and it's still hump day. Just coming on to say that I was watching a live earlier. I don't know if you consider it a live because they move it over from TikTok to YouTube. And I don't have TikTok, nor will I be getting TikTok. I have YouTube. So the person, she changed her name too. It was something else, but now it's Love's World. And she has interesting panels. I like listening to what she has to say, and I like the way she answers these people sometimes when they act the fool. So what was going on was I think the guy is of Jamaican ancestry, and was it Jamaican Haitian? Anyway, this particular guy, no, it wasn't him. It was somebody else. I don't know what this guy is. I know he's African. The guy who was speaking is African. It wasn't the guy who I thought. So he was trying to talk about building businesses together and linking up, and he sees that a lot of the stores in the black community are not necessarily black people. We're talking about the Asian savage that killed a young man for no reason other than trying to get our energy. Now, I, of course, like to try and get information from the young man if he can get his spirit to come onto that man and just send him where he's at. Where he sent you, you need to take him. If the young man can hear my voice and have your essence connect to that murderer, give him what for. Anyway, so when they were making the discussion about how to improve, there are never going to be improvements between blacks and Asians because Asians are just disgustingly savage, and they can't help themselves, but they refuse to. So I have not stepped into an Asian establishment in I don't know how long. Then the people online, the liars who say that they're black owned and you get there and they're Asian, yeah, you're not getting my money. So your baiting and switching is not working with me. Anyway, so what Love's World suggested, because these people still trying to find ways to get unity, she immediately said, well, we're delineating, so I don't know if we're going to be having any connections with black immigrants monetarily. So what you could do to show your unity, that you want to unify with us and help us the way you say, put your money where your mouth is and gather your brethren, and that includes the Caribbean, to go and demand a hate crime bill for black Americans. That was an excellent idea. Of course, he hurried up and got off of the live. He didn't want to hear anything about that. He was like, well, it's only 4 million of us, so we're not going to make much of a sound. As much as they keep saying that we 13% of the population, that we make lots of sounds all the time, we stomp the yard for each and every little thing that harasses us. So if you're not able to say, let me help by saying, government of America, give black Americans a hate crime bill, stay where you are, or better yet, pack your bags and go home. That's what people are saying. They're like, look, if you're not going to do that, just go home. Why do we need you here? You're a hindrance, not a help. But that was a good idea. So, black immigrants, if you want to show unity towards Foundation of Black Americans, petition this government for a hate crime bill for black Americans. Of course, it's probably going to have you under the umbrella too, but with the segregation, a lot of the stuff is being taken apart. This belongs to you, and that belongs to us. This degenerate behavior is a part of your culture, and this degenerate behavior is a part of our culture. It's all being broken down. But yep, get on it, immigrants. Hate crime bill for foundational Black Americans. That, or please leave us alone. And I land with that.